Great day, everyone, and welcome to 3CP TV. My name is Yathis Johnson, and I am the founder and president of Third Culture People. Let me tell you, we have a wonderful program today. Well, 3CP TV is a media resource that's helping individuals just like yourself become third culture people. And we do that by helping you learn to embrace a variety of different identities, different cultural identities, and skillfully bridging the gap between the differences. And so here we are. When you watch 3CP TV, you learn how to connect with anyone at any time from anywhere in the world. And let me tell you, we have a wonderful guest with us today. We have Angeline Wehmeyer, and I met Angeline through social media. Like I've met several people around the world, and she's coming to us from Texas. She has a financial background, and so what drew me to Angeline was that she teaches people how to invest, right? How to be responsible stewards of their finances, and how to better their lives and the lives of their family financially. And so when we talked, she told me that she had a New Jersey background. She attended school in New Jersey, FDU, and so it's like, wow, yeah, it's not far from where I was and home state. And so here she is, Angeline. Thank you for being a part, and welcome to 3CP TV. Would you say hi to our audience?
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me and have me on this show. It's really my honor to be here. I'm very, very excited.
Yes, and so we're excited to have you. Um, so, Angeline, would you just tell us? I just gave a brief introduction of who you are, but would you just give us a little bit more about your professional background? How did you get to where you are today? So, just tell us about your background first before we go into the questions.
That's great. Thank you so much. My background, it's always about investing. As you can hear, I speak with an accent, right? I was born and raised in China. And when I was growing up, my parents always tell me that, hey, you gotta go to school, get a good grade, and then go out and look for a job. That's the path that I took when I was in after I graduate in New Jersey, right? And then I get my master degree, but I have a hard time finding a job. And when I found one, I only got offered the minimum wage. So at that
Mm,
time, I read the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
yeah. Hmm.
Right? I bet many people heard about this book or read about this book. And that book really opened my mind to a different way of living, which is from an employee to become an entrepreneur and
Mm,
investor. So I took what I've learned from that book and apply and then take massive action. And since then, I I start to explore what other vehicles that I can become an entrepreneur to start my own business. What other investment vehicle that I can do to have
yeah.
money work for me. So and it the information that I learned throughout the process is really profound.
Wow.
And yeah, that's why fast forward and I teach people all over the country. I teach them how to invest by applying the principle.
Wow, that is awesome. That's awesome. So you have taught people how to go from being an operator to an owner, and really taking ownership of one's own plight and with their finances and their lives. So that's just great. I love that. So
Yeah.
talk to me about, how is it that, and you've already touched on it some, um, but when it comes to calling, your
Mhm.
calling is to, how are you using your calling, your gifts, your talents, and your skills to solve a problem or heal a pain?
The reason I landed in the finance because when I grew up, I only got to see my parents twice a year.
Wow.
I really don't know what is love between the love with you and your parents. I never experienced that in my life.
Mm.
And and I and because the financial stress, it separates me and my family.
Mm-hmm.
So it planting a seeds in my head that first of all, I don't want my own family to suffer because of money.
Yeah.
Like I want to give them a beautiful childhood that the one I never get to experience
Mm.
in my when I was younger. And I want to provide a strong financial foundation for my family and
Sure.
myself, right? So that we don't need to struggle anymore.
Mm.
And I still remember when I came to the US, that was 2009. I
Mm-hmm.
wrote down, I draw a triangle. At the bottom, I wrote down family. On
Mm.
the left side of the triangle, I wrote down career.
Mm.
And on the right side of the triangle, I wrote down giving back. At that time, I don't know what can I get back or how can I get back, but that's what I wrote down.
I
It's a
love that.
yeah, it's an intuition. I don't even know why I write it down. So now fast forward, it's this is 11 years in the US, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I have beautiful family. I'm very, very grateful of you. Maybe you can see my
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
in the tag, right?
Beautiful. Nice.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. My son, my daughter, and I reunited my family,
Mm.
like my mom, my dad, my sister, and we all live in Texas. We have 7 people in the house.
Wow. This is powerful. What a story.
Yeah,
I love it.
and then I wrote down the career, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't just land it in finance or investment. I went through many different type of business adventures or different type of investment vehicles.
Mm.
And I finally find my passion, which is investing,
Mm-hmm.
because I personally experienced the power of money, have money working hard for you versus
Mm-hmm.
we working hard for the money.
Wow.
And
I love that. Money working hard for you opposed to you working hard for the money. Wow. That's golden.
yeah, because I always have the vision like I want to have freedom in my life, not just
Mm-hmm.
financial freedom, but the freedom of choice, freedom of time to do whatever I want to do. My parents working so hard, they never get to see the
Mm-hmm.
world. So I'm very grateful through this hard work, right? We actually just came back from the Caribbean.
Mm.
Yeah, we rented a beautiful villa there, and I give my parents this once in a lifetime experience of vacation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I'm the person that came from a very, very humble background from zero to build right now. I build my own multi-million investment empire. And
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like to be financially struggle to living paycheck to paycheck. But I
Mm-hmm.
also experienced the life of the ultimate freedom. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I dedicate the rest of my life, the complete my third piece of the triangle, which is giving back, is
Yeah.
to inspire other people that if I can do it, they can do it too. And there's a better way to live, not just working our whole life working hard for the money. We need to become the master of money. Money is just a tool, right?
Yeah.
That's why I teach the new mindset, a new belief about money. How do you invest your money? How do you become the best financial advisor of your own household versus relying on other people?
Wow. Wow. That is so powerful, Angeline. And let me tell you, one of the things that when we first connected,
Mhm.
you gave me opportunity to tell my story, to share my story, and you listen so attentively. And to me, that is that giving nature that you have. And one of the things that I look for when I'm looking for a person that I'm going to interview, I'm looking for someone who is generous, because there are people that I'm meeting on social media, and we're such of a virtual world right now. Like I'm literally meeting people from all over the world. Uh, but when I see people who are only interested in receiving and getting and making money, but not being willing to give back, those are the individuals that I stay away from.
Yeah.
I don't need them on 3CP TV. That's not what we're about. We're about giving life to others, and we're
Mhm.
about helping. and being generous, right? That's generosity. That heart of generosity brings about a fulfillment, and it's
Yes.
full circle. And I just love your triangle here of family, career,
Yeah.
giving back. And I think that puts that smile on your face every day. Is that right?
Yes. I'm very grateful because the past 11 years, I live life for myself. Everything is
Mhm.
how can I help myself and my family.
Mhm.
But I realized that success without fulfillment, it's a ultimate it's ultimate failure, like Tony Robbins
Mm.
says.
Wow.
So, and what juices me up, what energizes me
Yeah.
is to it's when I able to using my gift that you mentioned to
Mhm.
teach other people and to let them see the things that never see before, and to see that their family no longer suffer from financial stress. To me, that's my life purpose.
Yeah, yeah. So, Angeline, before we leave, before I've got to do this, I've got to ask you for how do people get in touch with you? Because I got one more question, but I
Okay.
got to get this information out because you're about helping people, and
Yes.
and I know I want you to help me because I'm going to be a millionaire, right? I'm not there yet, but you have a multi-million dollar business. I want to have a multi-million dollar business, and I need someone like you to help me along the way, the path. But so how do people get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is go to my website,
Okay.
angelinewehmeyer.com. In there, you can go to engage with me, put in your information that I'm looking forward to have a one-on-one conversation to
Hmm.
get to know you. And also, I also have a financial quiz in there. It's kind of fun to do
Okay.
to test your own financial IQ to see where you at, right? And,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then after that, after you did the quiz, maybe we can have this chat, maybe 20-30 minutes. Yeah, you say
Yeah.
where
Yep.
you are and get your answers.
Awesome. 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 What about an email address? You have an email address as well?
The email, the best email for me is angeline@angelinewehmeyer.com.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's I mean people you could see that right on our screen there, and that's wonderful. Last question for you. So you have an intriguing background
Mm.
culturally. Can you help us understand what are two or three things that you would want to teach us about your culture? Now, from what I understand, you have a Chinese and a Vietnamese
Mm.
background. So, what are two or three things that you would like our audience to know about your cultural background? Because we're all about culture.
Yes, and me too. I'm a big believer of culture, no matter personal or business.
Hmm.
I'm a big believer. So
Yeah.
I 100% support what you do. I feel what you do, it does make a difference in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
And one of the big culture in the Chinese culture is it is this mutual support. Like when I was young, my parents working hard to support me, right? So
Hmm.
now when they are get to retirement, and as a child, you see, we live with them, we help taking care of them. Actually, they help taking care of me too, my kids, right? So
Yeah.
it's this mutual giving. When I was young, they giving and support me. What right now, when they're about to retire, I feel it's my responsibility to provide them with a comfortable retirement life. Like this is
Mm,
mutual giving. This is family value. It's very important.
mm. Really, I love that. I love that. Love that.
And yeah, and the support, right? Another thing is the cultural support. I'm very, very grateful that we have a very cohesive culture in the family, right? My mom and dad, they are in their close to 60s, right?
Hmm.
And they helping me, right, take care of my kids, take care of my family, and my sister also, right? And then I helping other people at working to fulfill my life mission, and they support it. My kids know why I do what I do every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep saying, "Oh, mommy, you're helping people." Yeah, they
Nice.
yeah, they 100% support. So this culture of supporting each
Hmm.
other and
Hmm.
appreciate each other and giving and serving to each other, I feel strongly about it.
Wow, wow. So you are super blessed, Angeline. Let me tell you, you're
Yeah.
super blessed. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in to 3CP TV. Thank you, Angeline Wehmeyer. You are a tremendous asset to our country, to our world, and we are so grateful. So 3CP TV is where you learn how to connect with anyone at any time from anywhere in the world. So thank you again for being with us.